What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to my Let's Play of WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. And just to be perfectly clear, I am recording this at like 1:30 on Wednesday. I'm not going to be home on Thursday when I usually record video, so if there's any news in the next like 20 hours, I'm going to miss that news. I'm sorry. So, yesterday, which was recorded like 2 hours ago, yesterday became, the number one contenders for the tag team titles. Oh boy, more tag team wrestling. Me and RBD. So, Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. Let's get it on. But first, we have singles matches, because, you know, we have time to kill. So, of course, there are singles matches. Finally, a singles match against somebody who's not a super heavyweight and not in an ultimate submission match. Woo!
Last week, Trevor Murdoch displayed for all of us what a tough guy he can be against a superstar who was exhausted after competing in a match. Now we'll see what he can do against the same man when he's fresh.
Don't sell Murdoch short, JR. This guy may be a few sandwiches short of a picnic, but he's got a mean streak a mile wide.
Boy, oh boy, he looks pretty sour. Why so salty?
I know this man must be looking forward to facing Trevor Murdoch to prove that he and RVD are legitimate contenders for the tag team titles.
Wrong, JR.
But after last week, there must be a desire for some payback
a little bit
too.
Of course there is. You saw what Murdoch did to him. His old partner, Lance Cade, had to actually pull Murdoch off of him. There aren't many superstars who would just let something like that go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, head to head. Back him up, back him up. Holla, holla. Woo! So yes, it is Thursday. At least when you're watching this, it is Thursday. And I do have one bit of business that you guys will know by the time you watch this. It will already be out there. It's the only news story I have that is a news story, not, well, sort of, that I don't know yet. But it'll be available, that news will be up at some point, I would imagine, tomorrow morning. And that is, they will be unveiling what is in the collector's edition of 2K18 tomorrow. So, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what that is, and what it's going to involve, what it's going to contain in that edition. And spoiler, yeah, I'm probably going to buy it. I will definitely cancel my pre-order for the deluxe edition and then get the collector's edition. But I'm not going to be home tomorrow morning, so hopefully they don't sell out super fast, because then I'm going to be screwed. So, I will have my phone on me. I can't imagine it's going to be that big of a deal, but you never know with video games. Now, they do have a tendency to make too many of those things, so even if they get sold out, you know, you probably still find one, because that's what happened last year, and the year before, and the year before. A lot of game companies will tell you collector's edition, limited, and then not actually be limited. That's happened a lot, so not that worried about it. Anyway, yeah, that's tomorrow, so by the time this video is up, you will already know what the deal is with that bit of business. The thing I'm most curious about is how much, just how much are they going to charge for that thing, because the deluxe edition is $90, so you gotta figure at least 120, if not 150, you know? That would not surprise me. Hopefully no higher than that. If they go any higher than that, I think they're gonna be in a little bit of trouble, depending on what they actually put in that thing. I don't want any giant statues. Like, please, no giant statues. I'd appreciate that. Please and thank you. Anyway, I did not have a chance to discuss SmackDown yesterday, as I was cut short on that video business because of reasons. So certainly there are definitely things to discuss within the SmackDown architecture that happened on that show. And the past few weeks have been just kind of meh, spinning their wheels, meh, and they've gotten back on track. Perhaps it is the impetus of, hey, SummerSlam, you gotta book some SummerSlam stuff. Things need to happen. That seems to be the impetus for SmackDown. And even though a lot of it was kind of say, hey, here are some Battleground rematches, and here are some, you know, bits of that business, they did have some stuff that felt new, felt fresh, and moved in a forward direction, which is kind of all you want from wrestling, is for things to actually happen. So, can we get the 3 count? No. Didn't get that slug exploder. So first and foremost, Chris Jericho on SmackDown, which nobody called, no one predicted, and it kind of took everyone by a bit of surprise there. So that's cool. I don't know how long for. I don't know. I mean, he's still on tour with Fozzy, right? So, how does that make do with what he's doing with Fozzy? I know he had done some of the Japanese dates against Itami, like last month. Those were kind of like one-off house show type deals, right? But I did not expect to see him back on TV in any real capacity anytime soon. So, got back and put himself right into the U.S. title contention, and they had a triple threat match, main event, which was really good, and put the belt back on AJ, which is like, then why'd you take it off him at Battleground for 2 whole days? Like, I don't really understand that whole business. And that was supposedly done last minute by Vince, who decided he wanted to change it last minute. So I would assume that Vince knew that they were going to have Chris Jericho on Tuesday, but I don't entirely see why or what the point. Oh, I hate this. Come on, it's right there. It's right there. Great. Great. Gonna lose to Trevor Murdoch. Boy, oh boy. So, that's weird. I'm glad he's the champ again, because there's your finishing maneuver. Because that means that, hey, you can actually reinstate your open challenge, and that's kind of what I wanted. And that's why I picked AJ in the first place at Battleground, was, okay, he can keep doing the open challenge for the U.S. title, and that's what I actually want to happen, which is really cool. So, hopefully, that keeps going. Obviously, they're going to have some more shenanigans with Owens at some point, because they that's kind of what they do. But whether or not we see more of Jericho remains to be seen. Man, I tapped on these buttons a whole lot on... Really, with this green line? I hate this. Come on. It's shaking so much. I can't... I can't make it stop in the right position. And Murdoch, I was doing real good. Really? Oh, this is going to be... I can't tap my way out of it. I have to stop it in the line, which is... That was on the line. Come on now. I'm hitting this thing, and it's the worst. It is the worst. It is the... I can't get up because he keeps just beating me up, and this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. How about you reverse a thing? DDT. I'm done. I'm done. Thanks, Trevor. Thanks. He's going to pin me, and we're going to be done here. We're going to be done here, unless he's too stupid to pin me, which is possible. Elsewhere, we had Nakamura and Baron Corbin have a match again on SmackDown, and it was a better match than they had at Battleground, which the same thing happened with Dolph Ziggler. So at what point does that become a pattern where you I guess are not working those guys on the house shows? They had their first match on pay-per-view, and then it's kind of not great, and then their second match on SmackDown ends up being pretty good. Like, that to me is, I don't know, that seems like a pattern, because now it's been more than once that it's happened. Destiny! Yeah, I'm not going to be anywhere close to getting that tap out, but do what I can. Do what I can, do what I want. But yeah, that was kind of weird. So that there was that. I like Carmella having the Free Ellsworth t-shirt. Free Ellsworth! Getting back on SmackDown. Was pretty good. I thought that was some nope, that's a break. How's that not a break? How's that not a break? I mean, you know, I don't want a break, but I was close to the ropes there. Whatever. Whatever skis. What else here? Jinder. Alright, so Jinder. There's the STF. There's the STF. He's hitting the rope. I'm gonna ignore it for a bit here. Jinder. So, if you had told me in, say, 2014 that in 2017 you were going to see Jinder, or you were going to see a SmackDown match with John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and the winner would face Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam, I'd be like, that's a Photoshop. That can't be happening. But sure enough, it's happening. And they're giving it away on free TV. They're giving away John Cena and Shinsuke Nakamura on free TV. I'm like, but why? Why would you do that? That's like a marquee match. That's like, you can make money on that, and you're like, no, we're doing it on free TV. I'm like, but why? But why? I'm baffled and bamboozled by that decision. But hey, it should be a fun match, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just confused as to why they're doing it. For free. That is a pay-per-view level match. For real, though. So, there's that. One would imagine that, you know, it's going to be Cena. He's going to win and go on to SummerSlam. And then attempt to hinder the Jinder for his 17th historic victory. And that will be that. Elsewhere, we had some, you know, I guess, absences that made sense for kayfabe. Like, obviously, there was no Rusev on the show, which, you know, he just lost. And there was no Randy Orton on the show, and he just lost. There's been some rumors about having Great Khali, who was also not on SmackDown, versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam. And look, I have no problem with Khali, pin the man, with Khali being back as like a bodyguard, enforcer type, you know, big dude, big scary dude. But don't have him work matches, please. Here is your winner in this singles competition. I did it. There were also some rumors, or not really rumors, but people are starting to speculate that based on the interactions on SmackDown this week, we could be seeing a Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon match at SummerSlam. And I'm like, Shane doesn't need to wrestle. Why would you want to fight a dude who legit survived a helicopter crash and took no damage in it? That makes no sense to me at all. Like, even in kayfabe, I'm like, no, you don't want to fight Shane. Oh, here we go. RVD versus the other half of this tag team match, playa. And here comes Trevor with a solid steel chair. Good God Almighty.
There's the bell.
Disqualified.
Lance Cade is disqualified.
And I don't think either Cade or Murdoch gives a damn. That was a setup, plain and simple.
Oh, here I come.
Here comes
The numbered game.
cavalry.
Oh no, right in the head.
Well,
Right in the
so
head.
much for the cavalry. I
Busted
guess.
open.
Hey, maybe the cavalry needs a cavalry.
Yes, send in the big show.
It's 2 men against 1.
I mean,
And one of
there's
them's
2 and
got a
2,
steel
but-
chair. How the hell could any human be expected to overcome those odds?
Sounds like to me he should have thought of that before coming out here.
This rivalry is getting bowling shoe ugly, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
I'm thinking tornado tag, no disqualification match, maybe? Or a steel cage. Or a Hell in a Cell. Or, you know, whatever. RVD attackslug earn #1 contenders match. Shane has approved a non-title tag match between these two teams. So once again, it's if the contenders can defeat the champions in a non-title match, then they can have their title shot. It is one of the most overused tropes in wrestling. Van Dam was unavailable for comment. That's about right. I had to deal with all that chair shot pain somehow, right? Anyway, gonna cut things there again today because I'm recording this on Wednesday instead of Thursday, so there's no other news that I have to impart to you on this show. So back on track tomorrow on Friday. I'll see you then. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day, and I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.